I
do
made
like
it
that
just
shirt.
for today.
Is that a banana on your shirt, or are you just happy to see us?
Yes.
Hey.
Yes. But also, as Gwen Stefani said, bro, this shit
is
is
bananas.
bananas. Today has
Solid,
been
dude.
Today has been wild. Today has been BANANAS.
Yes.
Nice.
I crushed that. That was a real quick banana spell in there. Yeah, dude, I don't know. It's been a fucking day, guys. How do you feel overall about all the moves that have been going on? Give me a grade, 1 to 10. Each of you go.
Just overall vibe.
Overall, for the last like 24 hours. Overall vibe. How you feeling?
6.9.
Nice.
I was going 8. I think it's just because I'm a little bit still just excited to have baseball back.
Yeah, I'm going
But-
4.20 then because
Yeah.
is I'm heartbroken, boys.
I like the flurry of trades. It's some of them don't make sense to me though. I think
Yeah, there's a few that's just like, yo, like IKF just being flipped twice. Like, what's good, bro?
yeah, the
Fucking-
Twins are just out here making all moves, but haven't actually improved their roster at all.
Yeah, and then
Yeah, it's weird.
it is weird. Mariners out here just going for it. I love to see that.
I do like that.
Braves just being the biggest douchebags of all time, just fucking trading for beautiful, handsome Matt Olson, and then they're just like, by the way, Freddie, we're just not going to say anything to you, but like this means we're not fucking signing you.
Right.
Go elsewhere.
Cincinnati just giving up.
Yeah, they threw the towel in
Yeah,
before spring training even started. It's like,
Right.
yeah, fuck it.
dude.
Now
at
it's
this
a matter of
point,
time
at
before
this
everyone else
point,
is gone.
trade Joey Votto. That is so unfair to that man. Get him out of that place.
I think he's got full no trade, so if he's going
Right.
anywhere, he's gonna probably pick like Toronto.
Yeah. Oh,
I mean,
he is a Canadian, bruh. He is from our little hat.
It's true.
That would be tight.
that would be a lot of
A
fun
little
to see him up
hat.
there.
He's from our little hat up there.
That's got to be one of the best nicknames for a country.
Oh yeah, just
America's
somebody
hat.
else's fucking hat. Like they
Right.
don't mean shit. They're just an accessory to us. I love that. That's beautiful. It's art. All right, let's get this going.
You're listening to the Upper Decker Podcast.
Hey, welcome back to the Upper Decker Podcast. I'm your boy Ty,
I am your boy Tone.
And I'm your boy Dan.
and the boys are back in town, baby. What is good? What is good, my fellas? I don't got shit to say for real. We talked about the other stuff, but I'm gonna need you boys to cheer me up because I'm sad that my favorite team traded for one of the best first basemen in the league. I
Yeah, and
don't
you call
know,
Cardinals fans spoiled.
bro. This doesn't happen to me, okay, bro? I don't get good things, and now, of course, I get a good thing, but it's also shadowed by a bad thing.
Yeah.
Unreal. The last thing that Freddie ever did in a Braves uni is just fucking snatch up that World Series out, bro.
Can't really be mad about that.
I can be, though, Dan. I can be. You guys were mad about Pujols leaving after 2011. Let me be mad about this, okay?
Yeah, but we didn't get
Shut up.
Joey
I
Votto
know.
in return.
Shut up. I know. Okay, let's talk about this. Let me get this off my chest. Episode 98. So we're going to look at 98. There were only 2 people in history who ever wore 98, and neither of them ever did a fucking thing. So, with that being said, we are right here talking about a little bit of the highlights of the season. This is actually the season that the Diamondbacks and the Tampa Bay Devil Rays became teams, so that's kind of tight. A little expansion action. They both lost their first games, which was just, I don't know, for some reason, super funny to me. They just came out, it's like, yeah, new team. Both lose. I don't know. I fucking thought it was hilarious. Andy Bennis was actually the losing pitcher for the Diamondbacks in their
Nice.
inaugural game.
Wow. Okay.
And then Fred McGriff, my guy, the crime dog for the Devil Rays. They lost, but he had 3 hits and 4 ribbies that day. So good on him.
Boy.
Also on March 31st, opening day, the Mets beat the Phillies 1-0 in a 14-inning opening day.
Wow.
That is the second longest, not second longest opening day, but the second longest like scoreless opening day, because the Mets walked it off in the bottom of the 14th.
Wow.
So there was another game that got walked off in the bottom of the 15th back in like 1920 something. So
God.
yeah, crazy. This is insane. I didn't know this, and I honestly didn't even know this man's name. April 2nd, Ellis Burks homers for the Rockies, which sets an MLB record for homering in 33 different parks.
Dude, that's
However,
However,
I think the man in the picture to the right broke that, right? Didn't
Who? Which one?
Slam and Sammy?
did he?
I think when I was talking about Sammy, I don't know, it was probably like 10 episodes ago now.
Mhm.
I think he homered, and we didn't even understand how it was like physically possible. It was
Sure.
it was literally like 42 ballparks or
No
something
way.
like that.
Will you Google that for me real quick while I look this up then?
Sure.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing right now.
All
All
right.
right. You got it.
So then May 6th, Kerry Wood sets ties the strikeout record with 20 of them against the Astros. This is funny, and for some reason, I guess probably because I was fucking 5, I didn't realize this. The Dodgers traded Mike Piazza to the Marlins on May 15th, and literally a week later, the Marlins flipped him to the Mets. He played like 5 games with Florida.
That's wild.
That's the craziest shit of all time. Like, usually you see things like, Isaiah Kinder-Falefa the other day, where he gets traded, doesn't play a game, and then gets flipped. No big deal. That's kind of common. But seeing them go there for like 5 games, and they're like, we've seen enough of this fucking guy. We know he's Mike Piazza, but shit, get out of here, bro.
That is so strange.
Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah, it was Sosa, by the way, and he did hit a home run in 45 different.
Wow, dude, that's crazy.
That's wild. And that was 98, right? So
Yeah.
Sosa had already been playing for a minute. So, I mean, he had to, I guess he went to the Orioles at the end of his career. That's probably where he got all his AL hits.
And then he also
He played for Texas
came-
for a
that's
long
right.
He
time.
also
for
came
Texas.
back with Texas too. Yeah, his last one came in 2007, and ironically off of the Devil Race.
Oh, nice.
So, in Orlando.
So I guess let's see. So he got 2 Busch stadiums, right?
Mhm.
Because he would have the OG and not the OG.
If he homered in
Two-
07.
Yeah, he probably, if there was
No. No,
If
the
he-
new stadium opened in 2011.
9.
It opened in 2006.
11.
I thought it was
You
the
guys-
year we won the World Series.
Yeah, it was 2006.
Was it the 06
opened.
World Series?
Yeah.
I was thinking it was the 11 World Series.
How do you guys not know this shit?
Okay, well, Sosa didn't play in 06, but he played in 07 for Texas. So
Nice.
if there was interleague play
Maybe.
and they played in St. Louis, then yes, he would have.
If only we knew how to figure this out.
I'm looking it up right now.
June 10th, Dante Bichette becomes the first Rockies player to hit for the cycle. So old Bo's dad, dude, just fucking kicking it out there. Little under a month later, July 5th, Roger Clemens collects his 3,000th career strikeout. Crazy to me to think that Roger Clemens, the same guy that, pitched well through my youth, collected his 3,000th career strikeout in 1998. I mean, Buck, when did he retire? He's been on the ballot for 10 years, so 11. He retired 2010, 2011, right?
You have to be 3 years removed, though, right?
Oh, yeah. Okay, so 6, 7, whatever the
No, I
fuck it
thought it
was.
was 10. Wait, what?
Yeah, you have
Yeah.
to be like 5 years removed from the league, and then you're on the ballot for 10 years.
Oh, okay.
So
So
that's just-
07 was his last year.
Okay, cool. So 10 more. Yeah, that's wild. I don't know. That's so crazy to me. He did that in 2008, bro, and then had 10 more years after that. Wild. August 23rd, Barry Bonds hits his 400th career home run. That's pretty tight because that's before he was even juicing or doing any of that shit. And he's already got 400 home runs. And all these people are like, Barry Bonds soiled. Shut the fuck up. Greatest hitter in history, Barry Bonds. He had 2 fucking Hall of Fame careers if you want to look at it that way.
Yeah, he could have retired prior to ever doing steroids and would have been a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Exactly. It's fucking unreal. September 8th, Mark McGwire hits his 62nd home run, breaking Roger Maris's record. That's pretty tight. You guys know all about that, yeah?
Yeah.
That was a fun year.
This is a fun fact. On September 11th, yikes! Good thing it was 3 years before the bad September 11th. The Marlins lose their 100th game, becoming the first team to follow a World Series winning season with a 100-loss season.
Wow.
First
bad.
and only time that's ever happened. And
Wow.
the Braves beat them, just to kind of add that on. They beat them to give them that 100 loss.
No other team has ever done that?
No other team has ever done that.
Wow. I would have my only guess would have been Boston in 05.
So they won in 4. And
Yeah.
You're talking about how much they lost in 05 then.
Yeah. I don't know. There's one year where they were good and then they were bad right away.
They tend to do that. The
Right.
do
Red
bounce
Sox will
around.
flip that shit very fast. And then September 19th. Oh no! Ah! There it is. September 19th. A-Rod joins the 40-40 club with his 40th home run of the season. So a lot of shit happened that season. I didn't want to sit here and just talk about the fucking home run race the whole time, but obviously that was the main thing. Kind of saved baseball. We all acknowledge that. So Mark McGwire hit 70 that season. Sammy hit 66. Fucking Griffey hit 56, but you'll never hear about that. Mo Vaughn hit 50 plus, and somebody else. I can't remember who it was.
Wow.
But it's the first time in history that 5 players had 50 plus home runs
Was
in the
it-
same season.
Was that Canseco? Did he hit 50 that year too?
Ooh, ouchie mama, maybe. Hold on.
I know we're jumping all over the place, but by the way, I was way off of my time, but I was thinking about it was 13, Boston won. And then
Oh, that's right.
in 14, they lost 91 games.
Woo-wee.
Yep.
That's
I have a
Pretty
couple
insane.
little fun things about Sammy really fast while you're looking that up too. So his very first career home run,
he
I don't know if you
pooped on
know it. I don't know if you know who he hit it off of or not, but so if you do, don't say it. I want to see if you can guess it if you don't
Okay.
know it.
I don't know it.
Tony, you
No.
know who it was?
Not
We
off
talked
the top of
about
my
him.
head.
We talked about him. He's even in this slide right here.
Roger Clemens.
Yeah, first career home run came off of
Ah.
Clemens.
Nice,
And
dude.
then his 600th home run came while he was a Ranger, hit it against the Cubs.
I remember
and
that.
he hit it off of Jason Marquis, who was wearing his number when he was a
I
Cub.
do remember that.
Yep.
That's super funny. So looking at it, internet lied to me. There were 4 people who had 50 plus, and it was Greg Vaughn. Mark McGwire had 70, Sammy Plus had 66, Ken Griffey Jr. had 56, Greg Vaughn had 50, Albert Bell had 49, so he was 1 away.
Was Canseco up there though?
Canseco is actually 6th with 46. And then Vinny Castillo, Man Ram was right there.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Vinny Castillo. Had a good year that year too, out in
Mhm.
Colorado.
Oh my God, I'm just looking at the RBI totals for these guys too. This is
120,
Yeah.
118,
all right. So
137.
top 10. We got Mark McGwire, Sammy Sosa, Ken Griffey, Greg Vaughn, Albert Bell, Jose Canseco, Vinny Castillo, Castilla, Manny Ramirez, Juan Gonzalez, Andres Galarraga. That's the top 10. Okay,
God.
What year are you looking at?
98.
Okay.
Why? Am I doing something wrong?
I don't know. I'm looking at 98 too, and the names are like almost the same, but not quite.
I still have it ranked by home run.
Oh, I understand. Got it.
Okay. So Mark McGwire had 147. Sammy Sosa had 158. Griffey had 146. Albert Bell had 152. Vinny Castillo 144. Man Ram 145. Juan Gonzalez 157.
Jesus.
Like, Jesus Christ. Sammy Sosa led the league with 158. Juan Gonzalez was second with 157.
That's why Sosa won the MVP that year.
Wowzers, bro.
That's wild.
Those are numbers that, whatever, dude. I don't even want to fucking. We're doing too much, anyways. Tony, you got some birthdays for me, bro?
Hey, I got some birthdays. We're gonna kick it off with. You okay?
Yes.
Yeah, I just got excited. What is he? Fucking 16, 17?
Vlad Jr. Yep, he's eligible to drive this year.
Proud of him.
He is 23 years old. What a freaking monster. Kind of took him most of 2019 and 20 to find his groove, but he had a historic season last year.
Mm-hmm.
Led all of baseball in runs, home runs, and total bases. Also led the AL in on-base percentage, slugging percentage, and obviously OPS if he led the other two. He was an all-star Silver Slugger, finished second in MVP voting behind only Shohei Ohtani, who obviously had a legendary season playing multiple positions. So he already has more home runs in a single season than his dad ever did.
Truth.
Kind of cool.
Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And just one less run scored last year than his dad did in his 2004 MVP campaign.
Wow.
He was the first I did not know this. He was the first prospect ever to be graded a perfect 80 for hitting ability.
Ooh,
Ever.
I didn't know that either.
Other people had received an 80 for other skills like speed or power or defense or like a specific pitch for starters, but no one had ever received an 80 for just overall hitting ability.
Well, I mean, we can see why. The boy just fucking mashes. That's all he does, just mash.
Even the first couple seasons, like this first season and a half or whatever, when he wasn't performing at the elite level we were hoping for, he looked like he was. Like he had that look. You know what I mean?
We saw like 2 years of just moonshot videos of him from the minor leagues. So we were just like, bro, fucking just start ripping them. Just do it, bro.
Right.
And finally, I mean, we say finally, how the fuck old is he? 22? 23, bro? Oh my God, I'm so old, bro. Look at this cat.
You are
unreal. Ugh.
So old.
The
All right.
oldest.
Next birthday is Johan Santana, pitcher for the Twins and the Mets. Old boy is 43 this week. He is a 4-time All-Star, 2-time Cy Young winner.
Ty really wants to interrupt you, Tone.
Oh, go ahead. I don't have the screen up. Go ahead, buddy.
It's okay. I want to go on record and say that Johan Santana is probably a top 10 favorite pitcher of mine all time. I just want to throw that out there.
I get it. Yeah, it's always. I mean, we've talked about it before, and it's just for as far as like dominant primes go.
Yeah,
he's up there for sure.
Yeah. He's silly underrated.
Little nasty daddy, dude.
Nasty daddy. He was also the author of a no-hitter against the Cardinals.
You guys got no hit by Johan Santana, bros.
We did. I don't hate that at all.
Okay, sorry.
I think I was like, yeah, do it at that point.
Yeah, he threw like 160 fucking pitches. Or
yeah,
some
it
shit.
was a lot. I know the manager at the time was like really struggling with keeping him in or pulling him out because pitch count was getting real high.
Yeah, I'm gonna do some work and find that real quick.
All right, cool. Let's see here. That was he threw the first no-hitter in Mets history, which is really insane when you think about some of the names that came before him. Tom Seaver, Tom Glavine, Doc Gooden, et cetera.
Glom Tavin.
No. Sohan Yantana.
Wow, I like it.
Yeah, that's good. His first Cy Young award came in 2004 with the Twins, actually. And the funny thing is, he wasn't even an All-Star that year. First half was pretty good, but his second half was absolutely insane. He went on a 13-0 run as far as wins go. He had a 1.21 ERA, 11.1 K per 9, and held opposing hitters to an OPS of 443.
Wow, dude.
That's stupid.
My man's is nasty, bro.
So
winning a Cy Young but not being an All-Star.
Yeah. I mean, it happens. Sometimes guys just go on a freaking tear in the second half of the season. And fans are stupid and the fan vote and all that. But so among pitchers who have started at least 284 games, which is how many he started, he ranks 11th all-time in ERA plus, tied with Christy Mathewson, and he's ahead of guys like Randy Johnson, Greg Maddux, Sandy Koufax, Tom Seaver, and just a stupid amount of Hall of Famers.
That's crazy.
Just absolutely unreal. What'd you find, Ty? How many pitches?
He threw 134, I believe. Let me see.
Still a lot.
134 pitches, 71 strikes, had 8 strikeouts, 5 walks. Obviously, the no hits. Only 27 at bats. I'm trying to find. Oh, obviously the fucking walks. But
it was pretty much the beginning of the end for his career that year.
It was in his final year.
Yeah.
So that was the final year that he pitched. Pretty impressive though that he walks 5 guys and still faces the minimum. That's pretty wild.
Oh
Yeah.
wow!
Yeah, that is really incredible.
So they were all either double plays or caught stealing or whatever.
Something.
Yeah.
I'm looking for plate appearances, but I don't see plate appearances on this list anywhere. So I might be lying to you, but 27. Oh yeah, 27 at bats. Obviously, there's always going to be 27 at bats. I'm stupid.
Oh,
Don't
So
mind me.
5 walks and put it at 32 plate appearances.
Yeah, I'm dumb. But yeah, it just doesn't list plate appearances. I was just fucking mad
gotcha.
hype. That's on
Gotcha.
me.
Gotcha.
Do you guys remember the controversy of that no hitter though?
I remember there was a controversy, but I don't.
I don't actually.
Carlos Beltran apparently broke it up, hit a ball down the left field line that was fair, and the umpires called it foul, and we didn't have review yet. So I don't know. Let me try and share this screen for you real quick. I can't find the video because, of course, if I share the fucking video, it'll get shut off because MLB's just a turd. But
Right.
That's a fair ball.
that is it right
Yeah.
there. Passed over the third base bag, landed on the line, and they were like, "No, that's foul." And whatever.
I saw Jim Joyce's name and I was like, oh my God, please tell me that wasn't Joyce that called that.
No, they're just referencing old boys.
That's a hard job. I don't blame them, but
Yeah.
I'm so glad we have instant replay for that stuff now.
Yep, agreed.
Adrian Johnson was the umpire.
That's not a person.
I was about to start just spitting out random names too. Like, what the fuck are we talking
Right.
about?
Mm-hmm.
I agree with you, Dusty. That shit, it's stupid. I'm done with it. Fucking either do it or don't. Don't half-ass this shit.
All right,
Whole
boys.
asset.
Whole ass.
Whole asset.
Yeah, you said don't half-ass it. You always want a whole asset.
Hey, what do you know about this dope name? Home Run Baker.
Wowzers.
I don't like how you said that.
Yeah.
Home Run Baker?
No, I really. I don't like that at all.
don't like Mr. Home Run Baker.
Oh, he's slowly developing an English
Yeah,
accent.
it went from like little kid to
It just
English
felt
really
right.
bad.
It felt right. It felt right
Okay.
to change it over to like a young British kid for some reason. I don't know.
Sound like the
Hello, Mr. Baker. Will you hear home run for me, Mr. Home Run Baker, please?
Why is that so creepy? Like, why?
Do I sound? I feel like I sound like a haunted doll.
I don't know. I just don't like it.
Well, I don't like you.
Oh.
Just kidding. All right, Tone, tell me about Home Run Baker, dude.
Home Run Baker was a third baseman for the Philadelphia A's.
Prove it.
And prove it? Okay. I will. I'll tell you about him.
Okay,
He would
thanks.
be 136 years old this week.
Fuck. That's big old.
Big old. John Franklin Baker was his full name. He is a Hall of Fame third baseman. Won 3 World Series with the Philadelphia A's. Finished with a career WAR of 62.8. Pretty doggone good. In his last 4 seasons with Philly before going to New York, he led the American League in home runs with 11, 10, 12, and 9.
And that's how he earned the name Home Run Baker.
Yep.
That boy hit double digits out there.
Yep. That was like mammoth power.
That's
if
insane.
If you can hit double digits.
Look at
Yeah.
the
Looks like
bat.
he's $135. Like,
Look at the bat. It is one diameter all the way down.
Yeah. It's just a perfect
it's
cylinder.
also as big as his arm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, for real. No shit.
That's crazy, man.
No
So-
wonder people nut over Babe Ruth so bad because Home Run Baker was hitting 11 home runs,
Right.
and then Babe Ruth's just like, yeah, fuck it, dude. 60's cool for me.
Well, and they changed the ball is what happened. And apparently Home Run Baker, among other people, had a lot to say about that. They were like, yeah, I could have done that too.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
They changed the ball. They changed the diets of the humans. Like Babe Ruth was a normal fucking person size
right.
compared to the 110-pound farmers he was playing against.
Right.
Yeah, they just fed Babe Ruth cocaine and hot dogs, and he just went out and did the
And
rest.
some
Yeah.
beers. They just let the guy get hammered. He was playing slow pitch softball. I hit 60 home runs a fucking season in slow pitch softball.
It's funny you guys talking about Ruth. I don't have this like all in my notes, but they ended up being teammates with the Yankees. And Home Run Baker was actually there when they first got the nickname Murderers Row. Before I didn't realize Murderers
Wow.
Row started before Ruth even got there.
Yeah, I think he was the one that like fucking like sealed the deal though.
Right. But yeah, Home Run Baker was there, and they were already calling it Murderers Row because get this, if I remember, I might be off of my number, but I don't think, because the whole team hit 47 home runs that season.
Oh my God.
That's why they were Murderers Row. 47 home runs.
Wow.
He had 10 of them, I think. So,
I'm so glad the game changed.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But bro, how cool would that be to just like, I'm not trying to like reason with the boomers, don't get me wrong.
No,
but like
to be referenced as Murderers Row.
If the guy that led the league in home runs hit 10, can you imagine how exciting home runs would be?
Yeah.
You'd be like, yo, that motherfucker did what, dude?
Yeah.
Yo, he hit it out of the fence. That's insane, bro.
There is something to be said about that.
Yeah, it's crazy. But fuck him still. So
yeah. All right. All right. So kind of jumping back to Home Run Baker here specifically. So his first semi-pro contract when he was coming up paid him $5 a week. Ooh, talk about different times, right?
Right.
$5 a week. So he actually received the nickname Home Run Baker, not because of, even though for the time he had high totals, but it was more because of the specific home runs that he hit, the situations.
Oh, just big slapping tallywhacks.
He hit 2 super important home runs in the 1911 World Series against the New York Giants, and they both came in like critical situations off of Hall of Fame pitchers. So the story actually kind of starts earlier than that. During the regular season, Baker was in the field, attempted to make a tag on Ty Cobb of the Tigers at third base, and Cobb spiked him and got him pretty good on the arm. And he had to have it like bandaged up and everything, but was able to stay in the game. And he had a bunch of stuff to say about it after the game. So did Baker's manager. They were complaining about Ty Cobb, which was a common occurrence. Yeah. But what happened was the next day in the newspaper, a photo ran. Talk about like not having instant replay. So this is kind of crazy. A photo ran in the newspaper that showed the tag. It was like perfect timing. And it showed that Cobb wasn't even going towards it. He was actually going away from the bag, like the other side. Like he wasn't coming after Home Run Baker at all. As much of a douche as he wasn't in the wrong. Home Run Baker like reached across the bag to tag him and got hit that way. So everyone kind of was ragging on him, and he got kind of a reputation for being a crybaby, kind of a pansy.
So you're telling me this guy that crushes all these fucking home runs is a baby boy?
There were several instances in his bio where he was like always whining about stuff. So, so anyways, so fast forward to the World Series that year. He's with the Philadelphia A's. They're facing the New York Giants, and the Giants decide they're going to kind of like take advantage of him being like that. So they sent in a runner on purpose to third, spikes high. And once again, Baker got all cut up and he had to be bandaged. But this time he was like, I'm not going to whine about it. I'm going to take out my revenge with the bat. And the first one
beat the shit out of the guy that slid in the third base.
That would be so much better than the actual story. So yeah, the first situation was a 1-1 tie in the bottom of the 6th of Game 2. Blasted a 2-run shot off of Hall of Fame pitcher Rube Marquard.
Sounds good. Lord Farquaad's cousin.
Yep. And that would be the winning run. They'd hold on to win 3-1 and tie the series. And then the next day, he's facing Christy Mathewson. The Giants were up 1-0. They had the lead in the top of the 9th. Baker smashed one to right field, tied the game. Went into extra innings. Philadelphia pulled through to win on an infield hit by Baker. But I guess after all that, he still had to complain. And
of course.
This quote is just miraculous. He was talking about the runner, Fred Snodgrass, that came in 2 different times that game.
Fucking Fred Snodgrass, of course.
Fred Snodgrass. He said, he spiked me intentionally. He acted like a swell-headed busher.
I mean, I get it, bro. He kind of fucking did. Like, if we're being honest, he did kind of act like a swell-headed busher.
He was a swell-headed busher. Yeah. I don't know.
Sounds like VD.
It's just such different times. It's so hard to
Yeah, it's so wild.
even fathom. But
I'm looking at his 1912 season.
Mhm.
He had 10 home runs and 40 stolen bases. Do you think he was the first 10-40 player in history?
oh, I don't know, maybe
He
yeah,
probably was, right?
yeah,
Probably the first 10-10 player in history.
That's
yeah.
true. Yeah, he was the first 10-10, first 10-20, first 10-30, first 10-40 player ever. He also had 130 RBIs that season, despite having 10 home runs, with an OPS of 945. What the fuck, dude?
It's a lot of doubles and triples. See, I noticed. I don't have his
Yeah.
stats up, but I noticed he had a lot of
40
triples.
doubles, 21 triples that season.
21 triples.
Jesus.
That'll do it.
Just giant fields.
Oh, yeah.
People think OPS. They obviously today's game. You think of power, but those triples will help you out
Yeah.
for sure.
I'll get you.
Get you.
Also, by the way, oh no, my shit froze. Oh no. Okay,
Aw.
got it. I got it. So his name's John Franklin Baker, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bon Janklin Fraker?
Okay.
Keep
Bon
working on it.
Janklin Fraker? That's a hard one. That's hard to do.
Bohmhun Raker.
Boom.
Hun.
Raker.
Raker.
Yeah, you did it one to the left on all of them. I'm real proud of you there, bro. That was
Thank
good.
you.
Very good. All right, bro. Is that all we got for Tony Tone's dope name of the day and the birthdays?
Yes, sir.
Beautiful, dude. Let's talk some fucking money. Just a little bit. We'll talk some money. Get Homer and Baker out of here. Beautiful. All right. Sign up to be a monthly contributor at anchor.fm/upperdeckerpod/support. If you would, that'd be super duper dank of you. 99 cents, $4.99, or $9.99 a month. All of that goes back into the show. We do cool shit with it. We buy shirts and I cut the sleeves off them. Just kidding. That's my own stupid money that I spend. We buy microphones, subscriptions to all of our stat heads. Everything. All the money goes right back into the show. Love it. Good job. Thank you guys for everything that you do. But also, Dan, what are you looking at?
My screens.
Pay attention, bro. Pay
I am
attention
paying
to me.
attention. I'm just letting you do
No,
your thing.
Pay attention to me. Look at me. I'm doing good. You pay attention to me. You love me like the good man that you are. Or you can head to PayPal at paypal.me/upperdeckerpod to do a one-time donation. The one-time donation, if you do $20 or more, Dan, what do they get, bro? Dan says that you get a message on this show, whether that be something stupid you want us to say, something stupid you want us to wear. I do that enough already. Or if you have a business or a product that you want to advertise, we will do that for you for $20 or more. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. What else do we got? Dan, what do we got, bro? Tell me what we got, bro.
What do we got? We got some goddamn NL East predictions coming up.
Yo! I love that.
And
that's my favorite division. Well,
I'm
not
pretty
today.
excited
Today,
about this
pretty
one.
upset.
There's a lot of movement in this division.
Yeah, I mean, the Mets have a whole brand new team, bro.
This
Yeah.
is crazy.
And how many of them have just, like, stayed in this division and gone to other teams? It's kind of wild. Because, like,
Familia.
Jock hasn't signed yet. Familia did. Camargo went over to the Phillies.
Doolittle went back to Washington, so I don't know if
Ding,
you count that.
Ding Dang Doolittle.
Yeah.
Brad Hand went to the Phillies today. He left the Mets last year. They're just like, yeah, let's stay in the NL East, dude. Fuck it. Why not? There's so much going on. What do you guys want to talk about here?
Oh,
Let's go right into it, man. Let's balls deep this shit.
Balls deep this shit then. Start.
Dude, look at the Mets got two new top of the rotation pitchers to go with their already two top of the rotation pitchers.
Right.
They got a new first baseman, a new third baseman, a new outfielder, and a new bullpen arm.
I mean, that'll do it when you lose
Yeah.
all the guys that you just lost. Like,
I'll tell you what, though. I'll take those acquisitions over those departures all day.
I will
Yeah.
too. Marcus Stroman is probably their biggest loss, but if you
Yep.
go out and get guys like Max Scherzer and Chris Bassett, none of that fucking matters.
Conforto, I think this is kind of funny because Conforto is kind of a sneaky good player
Yeah,
that
I
could
was gonna
hurt
say He
them.
would have been the big loss there.
But Mark Canha kind of is also sneaky good and kind of like fills that same role.
Right. And also Starling Marte. So
Yeah.
he's going to lead.
Dude, Marte's is so underrated.
Yeah.
So good, dude.
Because he played for shit teams for forever. He was with Pittsburgh for forever, and then he was with Oakland, and then Miami, and or Miami, then Oakland, I guess. But it's like, dude, or whatever order they went in. But it's like, come on, man, just let that poor guy like be on a good team.
Right.
Yep.
Starling Marte also got busted for PEDs. I know we don't give a shit here, but had to throw that out there just for the little bugs listening.
Oh, dude, I forgot they're not testing
Do
this
more.
year.
Oh, bro, juice everyone. Mike Trout juice and hit fucking 90 ding dongs.
Nelly Cruz hitting
Oh,
300 home runs in his final season.
Wasn't that just like a technicality though? Like, isn't that part of the CBA that they have a new testing thing?
Oh,
or
I
did
don't
they
know.
not
I haven't-
implement that.
It
no
expired
idea.
with the last CBA, but I didn't
Right.
hear anything about the new one.
I
so.
thought the joint drug agreement was a separate portion of the CBA. I thought that they had to agree on the CBA and then they'd go back in and do the joint drug thing. But I'm probably
Okay.
wrong because
the
I don't
joint
know
drug
shit about
agreement
anything.
is actually just a pinky promise.
The joint drug agreement is where they all just agree to smoke joints together and not tell anybody.
They're like, I promise I won't take steroids.
I'm not gonna do it this year. I promise. Fuck it.
Oh, his fingers are crossed behind his back.
Hey, by the way, Marte played for Arizona for 33 games in 2020.
Oh, wow.
Super duper forgot about that.
Wow.
Oh,
Okay.
because he got to play. He led the league with 61 games played because he played fucking whatever with Pittsburgh.
That's right.
Got traded to
He did that.
Arizona and played the 33 there, pushed him up to 61 total.
How about them apples?
Love that. Love those fucking apples, dude. Those are some good ass apples.
Applesauce.
You know what I mean?
Mhm,
All right.
mhm. So we talked Mets.
Yeah. Phillies. How we feel Phillies? How we feeling? How we feeling about the Phillies?
I feel like this is like the case every year for me is that they just need another bat. They definitely have gone out of their way to shore up their bullpen with
Mhm.
Knievel, Familia in hand.
Mm-hmm.
If they can lure Chris Bryant out there like Harper wants them to do.
Mhm.
First of all, fuck you, Ty, if they do that for our divisional fantasy league.
Mm-hmm.
But that would make them a lot more intriguing
Mhm.
as far as the division goes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd bump them up a couple wins.
I also think Phillies. I've said this every year. We've had this fucking podcast. Phillies are going to be good this year. They're getting a healthy Rhys Hoskins back, so you might not even need to get a new bat. But you get Rhys in there, stick him back in there, keep him healthy. We'll talk about him a little bit, I think. So
Okay.
we'll see. I don't know. I like what the Phillies have done. They're a good team on paper. They just have to perform. So they've addressed their weaknesses, I think, with the bullpen. They got rid of, Neris, Bradley, Ian Kennedy, all of those guys, and just completely bolstered it with Knievel, Familia in hand. And apparently they're one of the teams in play for fucking Kimbrel. So that would be insane as well.
Yeah.
Have Knievel set up for Kimbrel. Knievel, Kimbrels. Super dank.
Yeah.
I like what I see. Marlins, the Marlins are the Marlins. They're going to do Marlins things. They got Jorge Alfaro back, which is kind of wild because didn't he just leave?
I don't know. I also could have put it in the wrong category.
Oh, Mr. Toad. You did. He plays for the Padres.
See, there you go.
That's okay. So he left. Do you know, fun fact, I used to love Jorge Alfaro.
Really?
What team did he come up with?
Jorge Alfaro.
Mm-hmm.
I would have said the Marlins because it's the only team I know that he played for.
The Rangers, maybe? Is that why you love him?
Yeah, it's a good guess.
Oh,
do
there
you
you go.
know? Do you know who they got for trading him? Obviously not. If you just guessed that he played for the Rangers.
Rangers.
Corey Kluber. No, Corey Kluber signed.
Yes. No.
Rangers
Corey
and
Kluber was
Marlins.
Emmanuel Clase.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It was a pitcher though. Yay? Yes.
What am I talking about? Yes, it was a picture. I forgot what we were doing. Yeah.
It was. No, I do know this.
You got this.
We've talked about him recently.
Probably.
I feel like.
I think so. This is a fun game for me because I know.
I don't know. I'm gonna drag
It's
this
a
out.
starting pitcher, and it's also in this division, but not Miami.
Wait, what?
He was traded to another team in this division from the Rangers for a starting pitcher.
Charlie
that team is
Morton?
not Miami. No,
Oh no, he was Tampa, not Miami.
correct.
Not DeGrom, not Scherzer. And then not Carrasco.
Wait, I'm sorry. The pitcher went from Texas to another team.
No.
No.
Texas traded Alfaro to another team for a pitcher. For a starting pitcher from this division, but that starting pitcher was not from Miami. Alfaro played on a team between the Rangers and Miami. That team was also in this division.
Oh, was it the Cole Hamels trade?
Bing bong! Good job,
Yeah, there we
Dan.
go.
Fuck.
Sorry, I was thinking of like active starting pitchers, and that never
Yeah,
mind.
no. The Rangers. I have the full trade pulled up now that I'm here.
Grade A content, guys.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so good, right?
Shit.
I mean, Alfaro's been a part of a couple big trades. 2 trades from the Rangers to the Phillies. He was traded with Alec Asher, Jared Eichhoff, Matt Harrison, Jake Thompson, Nick Williams. Bunch of them are a bunch of nobodies. Alec Asher did a little bit of shit. Jared Eichhoff did a little bit of shit. Nick Williams finally made his debut, I think, last year. He's the one that hit a dinger in his debut.
Nice.
For Jake Diekman and Cole Hamels. And then the Phillies traded by the Phillies with Will Stewart and Sixto Sanchez to the Marlins for JT Realmuto.
Look at that.
That was a lot of
Okay.
fucking nothing.
Yeah.
I hate this fucking podcast. I hate this show so much.
Love you.
I love you. I did it. I was the one that fucking did this. All right. Braves, we're talking about it. I mean, fucking Matt Olson, like I love it, but like also want to cry. They lost a lot of key components, but not like big name key components. Obviously, your NLCS and your World Series MVP, but we both knew that they were going to leave, or we knew they were both going to leave because they were just fucking free agent or trade deadline acquisitions.
Right, just rentals.
Camargo dipped out. Finally, that boy gets a probably chance to start in Philly right now. You think, as a third baseman?
No, they've
Over-
got
over
Alec
Franco?
Bohm.
Oh yeah, they do have Alec.
I thought Bone was playing first.
Hoskins is playing first right now. He's slated for start
Hoskins
first
probably
base.
DH.
Hmm.
To be honest,
Could be, yeah. I mean, either Bohm or Hoskins could DH. There's no.
that's true.
Bohm came up
they
because
got-
of his bat.
They got Bohm at third on MLB.com right now, but
Yeah.
they've got JT both catching and playing first base. So I don't think he's going to do that.
Probably not.
Unreal. Okay. Yeah. So I don't fucking know. We'll see.
Yeah.
One
They
way
need
or
an
the other.
outfielder too.
Yeah, 'cause they
McCutcheon
lost-
just signed with Milwaukee
Oh, did he really?
Lost
just
touch.
now.
Oh, nice.
I like that.
I do too. Oh, you know what I don't like? Scott Hall died.
Oh,
Razor
Uh,
Ramon,
what?
WWF, Razor Ramon.
Oh, I was gonna say the rest. I saw the wrestler. Yeah, that happened.
You don't know who that is, Ty? You didn't watch?
This is a fucking baseball podcast. Bro.
I don't know who it
No
is
idea.
either. I just saw the news earlier today.
Oh, okay. I guess we didn't. Never mind.
Sorry, buddy.
Rest in peace, though.
Rest in peace, Razor Ramon. Fuck. What else was I gonna say? Tone, our little divisional league though. You got Andrew McCutcheon now. That's good to hear. I'm
That's
proud of
true.
you. I do like that.
That'll kind of make up for my Jesse Winker loss.
Jesse Winker and Sonny Gray and who else was in there?
Suarez.
Yeah, Eugenio.
Suarez.
So Miami added a Gold Glove catcher and Jacob Stallings. You got Woey Jendal, my boy, the greatest geography teacher playing baseball of all time.
Yeah,
Avisail Garcia to the
love
outfield.
that.
Me
Which
too.
is still like they have just not talked about that at all.
Yeah.
Nobody
Yeah.
is talking about that.
Right.
That's a huge
So good
suck
last
Sneaky
that.
year.
good. Sneaky good. And I mean, really, that's about it. I don't think they're going to do much, but you know, they could. They always have
They're
the
gonna-
potential, especially with that pitching. So
Just say they're going to pitch their asses off. So.
right. And then news as of yesterday, the Nationals signed Nelson Cruz. Pretty fucking tight, I think. I love Nelson. You guys know I like that, but
Yeah.
I wish that he just would go to a contender. But
Yeah.
you know that he's probably just gonna get flipped. You know,
Yeah, I was a little surprised that the Nationals, like of all, like, why?
just
I'm
really embracing that universal DH off the rip. They're like, hey, we're not gonna win shit, but we're getting a fucking DH.
Right.
I mean, it's just like if you're Nelson Cruz and you know that, like, okay, let's say my market is limited. I'm going to go to an NL team that needs a DH, and
Right.
the only offers I'm going to get are from bad teams. Why wouldn't you go to like Colorado, where you
Yeah.
could hit 40 fucking home runs before the All-Star break and then get flipped?
That's true.
Can
Yeah,
you
I don't
imagine
know.
Nelly
Man.
Cruz at Coors. Oh my god, that dude would be averaging 490 feet per home run.
I bet Homeboy could have gotten on a fucking contender.
Contending team, yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
I don't get it. I guess he just wants to play, but it's a pretty team friendly deal. I guess it kind of goes both ways. It's kind of mutual because it's a 1 year, $12 million with a $16 million option for the second year.
And I think a $1 million buyout. So I think he gets 13 guaranteed. Yeah.
Beautiful. Love it. So he'll get flipped, I'm sure. He has to because they signed like Michael Franco as well. So worst case scenario, mid-season, trade Nelson Cruz, get something, build up there, call Michael Franco up, throw him at DH, and
someone will overpay for him.
Oh, yeah.
Mid-season, like, hey,
You need
we're close, especially with the expanded playoffs, and they'll be like, let's throw a little bopper in our lineup.
Mhm.
And
I'm
happens.
excited for the expanded playoffs for trade deadline. Like,
Yeah.
because it's like such a twofold thing. It's like, oh my god, like it's expanded. We're still really close. Do we trade? Do we not trade? But then also you have those teams that are like right on the cusp. They're like, we need to buy. Like we need to go out. And we need to get stuff. And
right.
there should be more teams involved in trading. And it'll be fun.
might see a few of these NL East teams in the playoffs.
Probably I would
more than
assume
one.
so. All right. I think that about wraps it up. Yeah, let's move on. Let's talk predictions.
Yep. let's
Moving
do it.
along.
Bing bong. Yay! We all agree on the Braves. Yay! We all agree on the Mets.
Yeah,
Tone.
we only veered
You
on the
suck.
Phillies and Marlins.
Yeah.
By fucking by a game and by 2 games.
Yeah.
The record's still the same, but Dan, did I fill this out first or did you fill it out first? You fucking copycat. Look at you copying.
You filled it out first, but you put it on the public one first.
Oh.
But
You
man.
just
Unreal.
copycat.
Get your own ideas, Maury.
Have your own thoughts, bro.
I did. Look at the records.
Yeah, they're so the same. We got 2 of them the exact same. One of them's 1 game off. One of them's 2 games off. One of them's 3 games off. Okay, you copied me, and you know it. Just admit it. I want to hear that dirty mouth say it.
Oh my
No.
gosh.
All right. We kind of talked about all of the reasons why we think this already, based on team acquisitions and team buildup and what they already had. So Nationals coming in last place, pretty clear, I believe. There, despite unless like Strasburg and fucking Patrick Corbin for some reason come out and win like dual Cy Young this year. They
I
ain't
can
gonna
see
do shit.
Strasburg being good this year.
Yeah,
but
me too.
I don't think Corbin.
But he
though.
also hasn't pitched in like 2 fucking years at this point.
Right.
Yeah.
So me and Dan both have them at 70 and 92. Tone, you got them a little lower at 64 and 98, but I can't really argue that. If they won 60 games, I wouldn't be shocked. I just kind of gave them a little buffer there at 70 because they're not a terrible team. They still have like Juan Soto and Josh Bell and like we said, Strasburg and Corbin. They got a bunch of young guys that could be coming up too to do well.
They're not the Pirates.
Exactly. So I gave them a little buffer on the old Pirates and the Orioles.
I kept them low still though, just because they do play in a tough division where there's
Sure.
a lot of competitive teams. Whereas the Pirates, I honestly I don't remember what I had the Pirates at, but
Probably too high.
It's probably too high.
because now especially that the Reds unloaded, like Pirates. I don't know. It's different divisions for sure. You know what I
Right,
mean?
Yeah.
It's different
Yeah.
divisions.
I think so. They won 65 games last year. So I mean, Tone, you probably did the right thing by going a game below it. I don't think that they were necessarily that bad of a team last
Right.
year to lose 65. I think they've got, Ty, you kind of alluded to it too, with Soto and Bell in the middle of the lineup. Now you had Cruz, like they're gonna be competitive in games. So I don't see it being too much of a stretch for them to win 5 more games than they did last year.
They could.
Yeah, I mean this year's Cruz could also be like last year's Schwarber, and it could mean fucking nothing. So
Right.
who knows? I kind of looked at it as Strasburg's back. They could probably win 5 more games. That's pretty much where I stood there.
That's valid. Yeah.
Tone, you've got the Phillies coming in 4th.
Yeah.
Me and Dan both have the Marlins. one game apart because Dan's a copycat. Dan thinks they're going to go 500. I think they're one game under 500. Not much to say there. I mean, they're a solid fucking team, just not good enough to compete with these other three, I don't think.
You're talking about the Marlins?
I'm talking about the Marlins, yes.
Yeah. So the only
You think the Marlins are going to outpitch the Phillies?
Yeah, that's it.
You do realize that the Phillies have
Zach Wheeler
and Aaron fucking Nola.
Yeah, Aaron Nola's coming off a career worst season.
Aaron Nola's goated. I don't give a shit. He's the best.
And
I mean, he's still a great pitcher, but like I just
Wheeler's coming off like a career best year too, isn't he?
Yeah.
So they'll balance each other out though.
That's true.
Yeah, but Miami's staff though is so young, and I think they're all going to get better.
I do too. I really
agreed.
like their pitching, and it wouldn't surprise me. I just think that Philly as a whole is better on paper to me.
I will say I did these rankings or standings or whatever prior to Jeter leaving, and now hearing that the big reason Jeter left is because the owners didn't want to spend money, which I guess we've seen in the past. I don't know why. I'm not surprised by it, but hearing it actually like stated makes me think, oh, well, Miami's not going to go out and get a couple more pieces like I thought they might. So
Right.
I don't know if they're
Castellanos.
I don't know if their pitching alone is going to get them 82 wins. So I know I'm on the high side there, but I guess you guys only have a win or two behind.
I was going to say our games aren't too far off. Like we've both got the Phillies winning 88 though, and you've got the Phillies winning 80. So that's kind of a bigger jump there. But yeah, our Marlins projections are 1 or 2 games off.
Yeah,
so.
Not far. Okay.
I could see Miami going and getting like a Tommy Pham, and I think that could actually really help them out quite a bit.
Yeah.
Just from like an outfield standpoint, like their outfield, other than Avi Garcia, really isn't doing much for me.
What about Will Myers? He's on the block.
He's on the block.
If they could do that, I don't think that would be necessarily a bad thing either. And they've obviously got, if they are willing to take on most of that contract, then they're really not going to have to give much up for him.
Right.
Yeah. I'm still putting my money on Castellanos. He's a Miami boy. So
I just think he's going to want too much money. And especially like you said, after Jeter leaving, because they're not going to spend. I don't know.
That fucking dude would. He would just be a menace in Miami.
Yes.
Could
not
you
just on the field.
Not even. Yeah. Just attitude wise.
Yes.
It's a perfect fit.
He'd be down there just fucking 6 gold chains, every button unbuttoned. He'd be looking like me out there, bro. Just with more chains because he's got way more money.
Right.
He would make Antonio Cromartie look like a saint because he would have like 400 kids in that city.
Right.
Last I heard, the Padres were trying to get him. So if they can unload Will Myers, and that opens up some money for them to go get Castellanos.
That's not a bad move. If they could, I bet that's why Hosmer and Myers are both on the block.
Yep.
Trip them both off and then just get all Castellanos. Eric Hosmer's on the block.
Oh.
Oh.
I would rather have Nate Lowe over Eric Hosmer.
Fuck no, dude. Hell no.
Yeah.
Maybe at this point in their careers, but
fuck no. Give me Hos.
I don't know. Hey, I have a quick question on Castellanos. I don't know if anybody's familiar with his prior contract, but he's a free agent, correct? Right? Yes.
He's a free agent. Yes, he opted out.
He opted out.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had 2 years and 30-something left, 40-something left.
Okay, I guess I didn't realize there was an opt-out because it says he was signed through 2023 on a 4-year, $64 million, and it said there was there was a mutual option for 2024. So I didn't realize
he had a play.
Also, in addition to the mutual option, there was an opt-out. Okay, got it. Okay, that answers my question.
I got you.
Okay. I don't know. The Marlins are intriguing. I don't know. We'll see. Avasale's a huge pickup, and I love old Jazz Chisholm.
Oh God, me too, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Jazz Chisholm and Castellanos together, bro. I can't think of a better duo. That'd be so sick, bro. I just want to throw it out there. 2021, Eric Hosmer and Nate Lowe are the same fucking player. So
Yeah, I'm looking at 19 to 21, so I can look at like 21 to 21. But yeah, I would way rather have Lowe then because he's way cheaper, so it lets you go get other players.
I don't care.
You've also got guys
Hosmer's a leader.
You've also got guys in the Miami lineup like Aguilar that are kind of like,
oh yeah,
they're not elite, but they're sneaky. Like Aguilar had 93 rubies last year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's true. I mean, he crushed mad ding dongs too, didn't he?
He had 22, but he only played in 131 games.
Gotcha.
So
yeah, he was an RBI machine for a while.
He's hit as many as 35 back in 2018.
I'm real big on Miami's pitching. I'll give you that. I think they're gonna pitch their fucking asses off.
Alcantara, Trevor Rogers, Pablo Lopez, Eliza Hernandez, and Jesus Luzardo is their fifth pitcher.
Mm-hmm.
That's really good.
That's not even accounting for Sixto Sanchez or their
Sixto,
top pitching prospect too.
Yep.
Yeah, Edward Cabrera.
That might be it.
Their bullpen's kind of fucking nasty too. Dylan Floro, Anthony Bender, Anthony Bass, those guys leading the charge.
Bender, I barely know her.
Nice. It's a pretty good move. I mean, like you're saying, Tone, all the way around, I mean, Garrett Cooper is one of their better players, and he's not even projected to start.
Right.
So they've got Jacob Stallings, Jesus Aguilar, Jazz, Brian Anderson, who's super underrated, Miguel Rojas, also underrated. Joey Wendell just knows everything about every geographical thing you could know. John Birdie, who will steal fucking 30 bags off the bench for you. And then, like you said, Abisail Garcia and Jesus Sanchez.
I was just going to say,
talked about him.
I know Jesus Sanchez, he hasn't had a chance to really do a whole lot yet, but he had an 808 OPS in 64 games last year.
Jesus.
Yeah.
They have their other two pitching prospects are both ranked ahead of Sixto, by the way, and they're both projected to come this year. So Edward Cabrera was one, Max Meyer.
You beat me.
Yeah, I couldn't stop myself once it started, so I just let it roll.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, Edward Cabrera and Max Meyer were the other two. So I mean, they've got literally three guys coming up who should be starters in their rotation.
Yeah, I mean that sounds like a trade chip to me, to be honest.
Or throw them in the bullpen because it's not the bullpen's not nothing to write home about really. But
right. Just those three that I mentioned, I think, are the ones that are pretty legit.
But to throw a couple of those young guys, let them get some MLB experience as a long reliever or a fifth or sixth inning guy. But okay.
What else we got? Mets. Let's move on to Mets.
Yep.
What do we think about them? Think they're going to do it this year? Going to do the dang thing, or what?
They're gonna give the Braves a run for their money for sure.
I think so too.
It's not going to be for lack of trying if they don't.
I would not be shocked if the Mets win the division this year. I've only got them separated by 2, and you both have them separated by 1. Yeah. So obviously, all of us are kind of on the same page there. What is the edge that the Braves have then at this point? Just coming off of last season, just a little bit of hype.
Yeah. I mean the Acuna Albies combo is hard to beat, even though
and Austin Riley now.
And they're so freaking good.
And Matt Olson's going to drop fucking 50 bombs.
And you still got Marcelo Zuna. I know, screw that guy, but on paper, baseball wise, there's some big bats. You're talking about losing Eddie Rosario, losing Jock Peterson, possibly losing
Freddie Freeman,
Jorge Soler, and losing Freddie Freeman, and still having a potent offense. That's insane.
We're talking Travis. We haven't even mentioned Travis d'Arnaud or Adam Duvall. So you're talking about.
I was gonna say you got Duvall in the outfield, fucking hitting 40.
Yeah.
I think that the experience combined with just the depth, and I actually realized today something that I had not even thought about. The Mets get Cano back this year.
Oh wow,
they do.
That's right.
So they're gonna have Pete and then Cano and Lindor and Eduardo Escobar as third baseman. Cano? And they're still supposedly aggressively shopping Jeff McNeil and Dom Smith.
I saw Jeff
to go
McNeil,
get something too.
Cano went off in 2020.
Yeah, dude, Cano's great.
He's 39 years old, but he's still we'll see. He has had a whole season off, but
he had a whole season off, but he also had a whole season to train to get used to not having steroids in his body and playing. So
and you can DH him too, which is awesome. So
they've already got Matt Olson as the fucking on the depth chart. Oh God, I love it.
Crazy.
It's going to be a fucking dogfight. I'm excited for this, probably this as much as I am for the Blue Jays and the Yankees as far as the division matchup goes.
Yeah, this will be fun. I think it's kind of shitty with what the Braves just did, because I know that, Tone, you mentioned it, Marcell Ozuna is still on the team. Who knows how much he's going to be able to play.
Right.
If they could add one more outfielder again, pick up Eddie, pick up Jorge Soler, something like that for the season,
Right.
they would be just fucking juiced. Acuna, one of those guys, and Duvall in your outfield.
And then let Ozuna DH.
Let Ozuna DH if he comes back. And then the
he's gonna have to
infield's-
play for a little while until what, May? Is that when Acuna's projected to come back?
Correct. I just don't know. They never
No, I think Ozuna's back.
for real.
He's in spring
Acuna.
training. I know,
Talking
I know, but you're talking about Acuna. But Ty was talking about not
Ozuna.
knowing if Ozuna was coming back because of the domestic violence stuff. But
Right.
he just apologized to the team at spring training, so he's definitely there. If he's,
Did he ever get suspended? Because I thought MLB
Yeah,
was
they-
talking about.
I thought it was
suspensions.
a retroactive suspension because
Yeah,
of the time
they-
he missed. It was
Yeah,
like
Major
20
League
games.
Baseball, which last
They-
year said it thoroughly
They basically
investigated
made it
Ozuna's
to where he would
situation.
just be suspended last year
Right.
and maybe like a game or two to start this season.
He's
No.
eligible to play on opening day.
Right.
There you go.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ty was saying that let Ozuna DH, but I was saying that until Acuna comes back, you're going to have Ozuna in the outfield somewhere.
Right.
Duvall
put-
has experience in center field, so I guess Ozuna
Right.
in left, Duvall in center, Guillermo Heredia in right.
That's why you have to bring somebody. So like whether it be Soler or Peterson, I kind of like Soler better because you have a lot of lefties in that lineup as it is. But
Mhm.
you put Soler, oh man, in the middle of that fucking lineup for the whole season.
7 hours ago.
Uh-oh.
Granted, this is what Acuna wants, not what the team
Oh yeah,
wants,
yeah,
but
yeah. I saw this.
He wants to play on opening day.
Yeah,
He says he'll defer to the medical staff or whatever, but he wants.
yeah.
to play
He
on
says
opening
if it's
day.
up to me, dude, I'm good. Let's do it.
He said I'm back after hitting a big batting practice homer. That would be sweet.
That
Yeah.
would be incredible.
Oh God. Okay, we meant to talk about the Mets, but we talked a lot about the Braves.
Yep.
So what do we got for
we
the
we
Mets?
talked about both of them a little bit, but you know what I think this could come down to, because we know it's going to be close, or we think it's going to be
A
close. Braves and
mid-season
Mets.
acquisition.
Could come down to that. It could literally come down to if DeGrom is healthy.
That's
Yeah.
true.
That could be the
that
entire season for the Mets. Is DeGrom healthy?
That
Say it, Dan.
rotation is just fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean it is nasty. You've got three aces fronting,
Yeah.
the Mets rotation. You've got a Jacob deGrom, a Max Scherzer, and a Chris Bassett, bro. That's insane.
That's ridiculous.
I feel a whole lot better about Taijuan Walker when he's the fourth starter. Like I think
Yeah.
he overperformed last year, but putting him in the fourth spot, like that's way better. And you guys brought it up the other day too, because I forgot about fucking Cookie Carrasco.
Cookie.
So even if he's healthy, you're number 5. But if he's not, they've got Trevor Williams and Nate Pearson still.
Mhm.
Or wait, Nate Pearson?
No, that's Toronto.
David
Yeah, yeah.
Peterson.
David Peterson. There you go.
That's
Yep.
the one. Yeah.
Yeah.
For the 5th spot. So I mean, it's just like they're insanely stacked from a starting pitching standpoint, and then even their bullpen. Who did we say they added? Adam Ottavino to go
Adam
along
Ottavino.
with Edwin Diaz closing, Seth Lugo, and I forgot they signed Trevor May last year too. It's like
Mhm.
every time I feel like there's something that they can improve on,
They do it.
they've already done. And I don't expect James McCann to be as terrible as he was last year either.
Right. Wow. Man, that outfield. I know, like, obviously every fucking slot on this roster is filled, but that outfield, Brandon Nimmo finally playing full time because him and Conforto aren't fighting over the same fucking position.
Right.
And then Starling Marte and Mark Canada, your two new acquisitions in the outfield, got unreal. Yeah, they make me nervous. I know that we talked about it coming down to DeGrom being healthy, but we also have to talk about the fact that the Braves have Mike Soroka coming back this year.
Yeah.
This is
So
true.
Mike Soroka being healthy is another big thing that could play a factor in this.
I forgot all about that too. When is he supposed to be back in the
That is
rotation?
a great question. Let me do Googles.
But I mean, even before then, Charlie Morton, Max Fried, Ian Anderson, Huascar Ynoa, that's a pretty goddamn solid 1 through 4.
I was just gonna bring up, that I'm intrigued to see what happens. I mean, guy's a big dummy for punching a wall last year,
Right.
but He was so good though, man. He was good at the plate too. Not that that'll matter this year, but
Yeah.
but he had 2 grand slams last year.
It was 2 home runs. One of them was
2.
a grand slam.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. And then we didn't even talk about Tucker Davidson at 5, and
You got Kyle Wright too. I mean,
Kyle
they've
Wright
got guys. It's just they don't have other than like Charlie Morton. They don't really have like a veteran, the guy. Like you're saying.
I would feel better if they had one more starter. Like
I agree.
Like
Soroka's
legit.
not supposed to come back till mid-season, so that kind of sucks. But yeah, if you go out and get a starter right now, trade for a fucking starter. I don't give a
Say
shit.
Jermaine Marquez. You got the rest of Oakland's starting rotations
Yeah,
up for
right.
grabs.
Go get Luis Castillo,
Luis Castillo.
right now.
Yep.
Ooh.
All right. That's all I got, though. The rest, everything else we're going to talk about is just for funsies, just fun shit. So let's move on. What's next here, boys?
We're talking about our ultimate rotations.
Kind of hit on all these people already.
Yeah, we did.
We can sprint through it.
Yeah. Obviously, we're all leading with Jacob deGrom. If he's healthy, obviously he's the ace. Max Scherzer's going to follow close behind him.
You didn't put Wheeler in your top 5 at all?
No, I hate the fluky. I hate fluke. I know that Wheeler's always had a.
Never could.
But I what? Say it.
I want to double check myself before I say it.
Who are we talking about? Max Fried?
Chris Bassett.
Bassett's only played in the league for like 2 years, 3 years, and had a good success so far.
Bassett's played for 7 years.
That's what I said.
And now it includes a year off too.
Yeah, I know. So 2 to 3, 7 years. Yeah, I know.
But you were right. Bassett is not fluky. He's got a 3.47 career ERA.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm big on Bassett. I stuck him in 5. I think Max Fried becomes the Max Fried that we fucking that I've been expecting for a while. Like, obviously, he came through clutch in that last game of the World Series, and he's going to ride that out for this season. If he's going to have a great year, I think.
Yeah.
I put Aaron Nola at 3. I am going a little high on that guy, but he's only 1 year removed from, or 1 or 2 years removed from being like a Cy Young contender. So I'm not ready to give up on him yet.
Well, and it depends too on what you're looking for in this rotation, because like even when his ERA is high, he's still going to give you a freaking ton of strikeouts. You know?
Right.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, he's got a 10.1 K per 9.
Right.
We look back on, I mean, even in 2020, he started 12 games, had a 3.28 ERA, 1.079 WHIP, 12.1 K per 9. He was 7th in Cy Young that year.
Right.
Going back to 2018, his All-Star season, he was 3rd in Cy Young. If he gets back to anything like that and just bounces back from his pretty brutal 2021 campaign, I'll keep him in my rotation any day.
Yeah.
He almost struck out 100 batters in 71 1/3 innings in 2020. He struck out 96 batters. That's stupid.
I think Aaron Nola really is like slept on. Like, people forgot about him so fast.
I did. I mean, honestly, I didn't. I put him in my honorable mentions, but he kind of just. I was like, I don't know. I'll write him down, but he's not in my rotation.
Sure, I get it. I wanted to go Sandy Alcantara here, but I couldn't make the move to throw him in and get rid of one of these guys.
There's a group of like 5 or 6 of these pitchers that are all right on the fringe, and you could have put any 2 or 3 of them in there, and then the other ones not, or you could have moved it around however you want, and it would have been.
So we all have DeGrom, Scherzer. You guys both have Wheeler. Dan and me both have Aaron Nola.
Right.
I've got Fried. Tone, you've got Alcantara and Trevor Rogers. I know you're big on Trevor Rogers.
Huge.
And then me and Dan both have Chris Bassett. So it's not like we're really missing here. And all of our honorable mentions are the exact same. I just went ahead. I put Zach Wheeler as my first honorable mention because he did have probably the best season out of the guys on here other than Max Scherzer.
Right.
I just don't like the fluky. I don't think he's going to be healthy. He's never fucking healthy. That was his first or second healthy season his entire career. So it's hard for me to put him in an all, ultimate rotation. Trevor Rogers coming off of a rookie thing. Ian Anderson could end up better than Max Fried. I just threw him down there because I'm higher on Max Fried than I am Ian Anderson. Morton coming back from the broken leg. That's the only reason he's in my honorable mention. And then I just threw Marlins because fucking all of them. Fucking the whole rest of them were so good.
I could have flipped a coin, honestly, between Bassett, Alcantara, Anderson, and Rogers for that last spot. And I landed on Bassett for no particular reason.
I get it. Who out of your honorable mentions, Dan, I'm going to ask you this as well, Tone, so start thinking. Who out of these guys do you think makes like the biggest leap or like has the biggest contribution this year?
Ooh.
You know what I mean? Like out of like if one of those guys are going to knock off one of your 5 from your rotation, which one would it be?
Yeah. I'm going to say it's probably going to be Ian Anderson because there's going to be so much asked of him until they get Soroka back.
Yeah.
You could say the same thing about Fried, but I'm going to lean a little bit more towards Anderson.
I mean, at this point, Fried's the ace of the staff. So, you know, that could happen. But I agree. You know, Ian Anderson's going to step it up big this year and could have a huge fucking season because of the lack of other pitchers.
The kind of runner up to that would be Sandy Alcantara because now he's like the veteran starter of that Marlins rotation.
And he's 26?
So I wouldn't be surprised to see him take a giant leap forward as well because he's always had the stuff. Like he was so much fun in the Cardinals organization, and then the little bit of time he came up with St. Louis, like that piece hurt the most to me at the time. You know, when we traded for Ozuna. Had I known more about Zach Gallen, I probably would have felt a little bit differently. But yeah, he's a lot of fun to watch.
I like that. Tone, what you think, buddy?
I'm torn. I'm torn between pretty much all of them other than Charlie Morton. I kind of just put him in there because I love Charlie Morton. But as far as like making a jump, I don't think Charlie Morton's going to make a jump this year. I think
you know what you're going to get from Morton.
Right. Probably Fried. If he's healthy. Problem is he's not always healthy, so that kind of makes him lose a few points in my book, I guess.
Sure.
But Pablo Lopez also. Pablo Lopez has been getting better and better each season. Like you can literally watch his ERA drop each year, whip drop, strikeout rate is going up season by season.
You know that's my boy.
I'm gonna say Pablo Lopez just to be a little different.
I get it, dude. Pablo Lopez honestly might be my favorite starter on that rotation in that whole thing.
That's saying a lot because Trevor Rogers had like a 2.6 ERA last year.
Also rookie. Rookie. Give him another year, then I'll probably change my mind. But as of right now, going into the season, Lopez is the one for me.
Yeah.
What else was I gonna say? Just touching on, the Ian Anderson, Max Fried thing. I talked about how Max Fried, carried the team through that game 6 or whatever, and probably going to ride that this year, feeling a little more confident or whatever. Let's not forget that Ian Anderson took a fucking no-hitter through game 5 of the World Series against the fucking Astros. That was his last outing, so you know that he's probably craving more as well, too.
Yeah.
Love it.
Wild.
Good stuff.
Good
what do
stuff.
we got stats now? Statskis?
Stats. All right, we got some I don't know, a few different answers. Let's talk ding dongs.
I love talking ding dongs.
I love talking ding dongs.
Let's talk bombs. Let's talk dick shots. Let's talk.
I'm hiding.
What's wrong with you?
Look who I picked.
Because your pick is moronic? Is that why you're hiding?
What do you mean, bro?
That's a stupid pick.
When he's healthy, he hits close to 40 every year.
That's a dumb pick.
It's not a dumb pick.
Bro. I'm literally just messing with you this way.
I'll fight you. Reese Hoskins is another one of my fucking boys.
It's just a stupid freaking name, dude.
It does suck. His name does suck.
It's not a good name.
Why would someone do that? Oh, he's a big boy. I didn't realize how big he was.
Yeah, Reese Hoskins fucking rips ding dongs, bro.
34,
29, 27. And that 27 came in 107 games last year.
But the 29 came in 160 games.
Yeah, and he's gotten better, obviously.
His OPS would say otherwise, but... Oh, actually, no, it's not true. It's kind of in the middle, but...
Yeah, his slugging went up, though. Well, except for His rookie year, obviously.
Listen,
What?
it's not a moronic pick. I was being hard on you.
That's what the fuck I thought.
It's just not what I would pick.
Yeah, me either, but I really wanted to go fucking off the wall, bro. Because, like, I had Pete Alonso typed in. I deleted it. I put Ronald Acuna in. I was like, he won't be there till May. Deleted it. I had Juan Soto. Deleted it.
Yeah.
I put Bryce Harper in. Deleted it. I was like, fuck it, bro. I can't make up my mind. Reese Hoskins it is.
Yeah, I mean, even like Soto is a really big stretch too, because he's never hit more than 34. Granted, he's only been in the league for 4 seasons,
Right.
but he's got the potential and the eye to just crush the
Juan
shit out of some
Soto
home
has
runs.
also, has he ever played a full season? I'm pulling it up right now.
150 and
he played-
151 games.
Yeah, he
Okay.
played over 150 twice. And I guess
I was gonna say-
47 is not too bad in a 60-game season.
And
I don't
right.
know.
Yeah.
I remember last year he started hurt or something and then came back sooner than they expected. So
Yes.
I forgot he still got in 151 fucking games.
Yeah. And it's if he doesn't hit a shit ton of home runs, it's just gonna be because he gets walked so goddamn much.
Exactly, right. That was honestly the reason that I was like, maybe I shouldn't, because I scrolled down and I looked at his advanced batting stuff, and his home run percentage sits around 4, 5, 6%, but his walk rate has gone up literally every year. 16, 4, 20.9, 22.2%. I was like, he's gonna hit shit out of the
ridiculously good
ball,
eye.
but he's just gonna get on the base. That's his main thing.
Could we talk about a 490 on base percentage?
Yeah, yeah.
Dumb.
I'm just really hoping with Cruz hopefully behind him, that he sees some more like fastballs and less bullshit,
Sure.
so he can go the fuck off.
All right. What do you got, Tone? Pete the Meat?
Yeah, I got Pete the Meat, man. I mean, dude's just a beast.
I mean, he's already hit 50 plus in a season once, so 40 ain't shit.
right.
Right.
Yeah.
It's very impossible. He could come out and hit 55, 60 this year. Who
Yeah,
knows?
I went a little low just because I love the pitching in the NL East so much.
That's fair.
But
Yeah, but the best 3 pitchers he doesn't have to face.
Well-
yeah, they're on his fucking team.
that's true. But I wouldn't want to see a whole lot of Atlanta or Miami.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Stolen bases, looks like we all agree Starling Marte. He did lead
Gotta
the
be.
league last year with 47, so we've got him at 41, Tone, 42. Dan, I put him back up at 45, so
what did the only person I thought of other than that would be Jazz. What-
John Birdie, if he played every day. Acuna, if he's healthy and plays every day, and they give him the green light. I don't know how they're gonna.
Jazz could give him a run. Jazz had 23 last year.
I bet Jazz hits 40 this year.
It was only 124 games, so
I bet Jazz gets 40 this year.
that could be close. And Starling Marte is not getting younger, so
Mm-hmm.
not that he's old, but you know what I mean.
Right.
Okay.
ERA. I told you boys, this Freed's year. I think I put him up for a 2.45 ERA.
It's pretty good.
I like it actually.
I think DeGrom just picks up where he left off last year, honestly. And
Well,
even
he
a
left off
2.20
hurt last year.
seems fucking high compared to how he pitched last year.
Right. Yeah.
But I don't know. We'll see. Health is obviously going to be the biggest concern, but
Mhm.
I
I mean,
feel like it's-
DeGrom's career ERA is a 2.5, so
yeah, that's pretty safe. bet.
you're right there.
He
That's
also just
so
came out and
ridiculous.
said, if it was yesterday or today, that he's not going to discuss contract extension.
Right.
He's just going to pitch and let his opt-out trigger, which I think it's certain number of innings or whatever.
Uh-huh.
So to me, that says that he's ready to pitch for a new contract, which should be a terrifying thought for any opposing hitter. So I don't know.
Just stay on the mound, DeGrom. That's all I give a fuck about.
Yeah, can I ask you guys' opinion on that? That's a 5-year 100 and anybody know?
Nope.
It was he said he's gonna opt out, and it's 5-year 130 or something like that. I know you're watching, Scherzer get paid $40 million a year at his age, but dude, with DeGrom's health history, just from a business standpoint and a family standpoint, and taking care of my future and my kids and all that standpoint, I don't know if I'm opting out of that deal with how unhealthy he's been. He's
5
already
years,
33.
33, 5 years, 137 and a half.
I don't know, man. That's a big bet on yourself. I guess you have till the end of the season to decide for sure.
Right. I was gonna say he could just fucking backtrack.
If he gets
that
hurt
and-
again this year, he should absolutely backtrack and just keep the contract.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't remember all what, like if he has another opt out after that, or if it just
He's got
like
a
if
team option in 2024 for 32.5. 2023. I mean, he's got. God dang it. Okay, so 2020 he got paid 25 million. This year he's getting paid. Oh, that was last year. Last year he's got paid $35.5 million. This year he's making 35.5. He can opt out after this season. If he stays here with the Mets, he makes another 32.5 next year. Then he's got a 32.5 team option for 2024 at 32.5 million. If I didn't say that,
okay.
I don't know.
I mean that's a lot of money. And like you said, Tone, you are betting on yourself at that point. But it's DeGrom. He can definitely make the money, make more money for sure elsewhere, or even back with the Mets and just reestablish that contract. He just has to stay healthy this year.
He also deferred a lot of it too. I'm looking at it right now too. So he could just be wanting to get more guaranteed money up front
That's fair.
and let the rest of that contract deferral play out, in 2035 when it kicks in. So
Sure.
this wouldn't be the end of the world for him either.
Right. That's crazy shit. All right. Strikeouts. Max Scherzer, Jacob DeGrom, DeGrom.
I think it's just gonna come down to health for DeGrom again.
Yep.
Yeah.
I did the same. You've got him at 270, Tone. I've got him at 260. Dan, you're kind of split in the middle with Scherzer at 262. So we're all on the same page there.
Yeah, I mean, he had, what did he have last year? 236 between the two teams. So you keep him in one place all year.
Mm-hmm.
I think it kind of plays up to him. He did have from 16 to 18, he had 284, 268, 300. So, I mean, even 262 might be a little bit low. And right before that, 276, 252, 240. So
Right.
he's just a fucking strikeout machine, man.
Yep.
Yeah, I threw DeGrom up there just because of his rates. His rates are just fucking insane.
His rates keep getting better. That's
going back to
stupid.
2016, he had an 8.7 K per nine. It goes up to 10.7, 11.2, 11.3, 13.8, 14.3. So stay healthy out there, DeGrom, and I think that's his
3K per nine. Jesus.
Yeah, it's his to lose. So we'll see.
Yeah, I did do 270 on purpose because 269 was his career high so far. So
very cool.
It's
okay. And then saves. We kind of just blow this off because you never fucking know. This whole division's going to be so close. We've got it down. I've got Will Smith, just because we all have the Braves winning, but I think the Braves win and they're going to win tight games. You guys probably think the same thing for Diaz. I just have a hard time trusting Diaz after the last year and a half ish that he's had. Been a little shady out there, but I mean, they both have the same fucking probability to lead the league or lead this division in saves. So
right, who knows?
I thought so. My thought going into it was that the Mets rotation's a little bit better than the Braves, so there may be more opportunities for saves. I don't know, or closer games.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think it. I mean, it could be fucking Craig Kimbrell, right? If the Phillies go and get him, it could be literally anybody at this point.
My God, I kind of did sleep on old Edwin Diaz's 2020. I kind of tend to not look at those so much. His 2020 though, he was in 26 games. He only had 6 saves. Pitched 25.2 innings. He struck out 50 fucking batters for a K per nine of 17.5.
That's ridiculous.
That's probably the highest number I've ever seen in history. But that was only in 25 innings. But still, I know he's kind of he got lit up a little bit this year and in 2019. So
yeah,
I think he's just shaky, and he might end up losing the fucking job, to be honest. So that's kind of why I was like, let's go Will Smith, because we know he's going to close every fucking game. It's going to be the same guys there at the end for the Braves: Luke Jackson, Tyler Matzik, Will Smith, probably all season. So
Brad Hand could turn it around too. He still had, even a disaster year last year, 21 saves. So
right,
never know.
Never know, dude. I mean, it could be fucking me for the Marlins or something. Maybe I save a lot of games for the Marlins.
I'll take that
Do
bet.
it.
Well, you don't think I'm good enough, Tone?
I don't.
Well, that's pretty fucking rude of you.
You picked Reese Hoskins to lead the division. That means-
I also picked you to do this fucking podcast with me, bro. Is that a good idea or not?
I don't know, buddy. We got one person watching right now. So.
Unreal. Oh, goodness gracious. That's the episode. I'm done with you fools. I got to go make a chicken quesadilla. Let's talk
Quesadilla.
about things, though. For those of you who tuned into the live stream, we appreciate y'all. If you guys want to tune into the live stream, that is on our Facebook, our Twitter, our YouTube. All of those are at Upper Decker Pod. The other social medias we are on is Instagram, TikTok, both of those, Upper Decker Pod. Go over there, follow us, do us a favor and become part of the squad. Oh, we are also in Baseball Pod's podcast tournament. We made it past the first round, so I think we'll be back up again for votes Thursday. We need your help voting us to help us move on to the third round for the first time in history after beating Scott Pianowski the first year in the first round and then getting crushed in the second round. So let's win this one, I think. Let's try. Do our best.
I like
That again is Twitter, Upper Decker Pod. Also, Baseball Pods on Twitter. I'm just going to fucking shamelessly promote them. They shamelessly promote us all the time. Go over there. That's our boy Chris. He really does a great fucking job of just boasting not only us, but many other baseball podcasts in the area. All of our boys, Triple Play Fantasy. Hey, it's Enrico Palazzo. All of them.
It's Enrico Palazzo.
He's in the mix with everybody, so go give them a follow. It's only fair. If they want to listen to the show, Tone, where can they listen to the show?
You can do that wherever you get your podcasts. Search for Upper Decker Podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, all the podcast platforms. While you're there, leave us a review, leave us a rating. It helps us tremendously. Gets our name out there a little bit more. And if you would like to donate, Dan will tell you how to do that.
Yes, he will. If you want to send us some money, which would be awesome of you, you can head over to anchor.fm/upperdeckerpod/support. You can sign up to be a monthly contributor and send us 99 cents a month, $4.99 a month, or $9.99 a month. You can also send us a one-time donation if you want to paypal.me/upperdeckerpod. You can do any denomination at that point, and if you do $20 or more, we'll shout out your business. We'll shout you out. We'll make Ty do something dumb. Maybe get your name tattooed across his butt cheeks or something. Who knows? I don't know if $20 is going to cover that, so you may have to spend a little bit more. But all of that obviously goes back into the show, which we've talked about as well. So
if I could use my body for money for the podcast, I would.
We know. Yeah.
I know.
Take it how you will.
I want to know why you've texted me 8 times in the last 45 seconds.
Because I'm angry with you, and I had to let you know.
Share it on the show, bro. Air it out.
I don't want to.
Festivus.
All right. I said, fuck you, Tone, for being so rude to me tonight. It's just Reese Hoskins. He hits mad ding-dongs. I'm going to hit your ding-dong too, bro. Bet. And then you told me to stop whining, and I said, not the good way, though. I'm not going to hit your ding-dong the good way. And then I was too busy doing that I forgot to pay attention to Dan talking, and I just said he was
Dan
cute.
could have literally said
anything.
I'm going on an African safari and going to hump an
Poop my
elephant,
pants.
and I would have not had any idea. I would have been like, all right, great show, guys.
I'd have been like, yep, and that's how you do that. And we will see you next week on episode 99 of the Upper Decker Podcast.
You didn't even read.
Oh, we're back. Hey, what did you say? Dan, what were you going to say when I cut you off, Dan?
Yes, you didn't even.
You didn't even read the message where you called me cute.
What? Yeah. Dan, you're so cute. You know you're cute.
Thanks.
Okay, bye.